Ielts or Celpip to test your skills. Just like driving, practice, practice, practice helps you better. Watching movies with actors that have different accents helps. You are given 2 minutes to talk, you are done in 30 seconds. But if you have this why, explain, give examples, state the effect, and link, by the end of this video, you will understand why and how. There is no better time to write IELTS exam. It's now. Number one, there are a lot of study materials. People have written this exam. They have success stories, all the techniques to writing this exam. If you get access to the right material, which I'll be providing you with, as compared to CEPI, which is fairly new amongst Nigerians. And if, for instance, you've practiced IELTS, maybe it's just one thing that happened, you lost concentration when you were writing, you didn't get your desired score. Now imagine going to practice for a different exam. I don't know if you get my point. You know your mistake. You can put things in place to ensure that you do not make that mistake. Watch movies. Watch movies. Australian actors, British actors, American actors, all types of accents. You need to get familiar with it. But most importantly, put on the caption. Read alongside watching. First thing is it helps you to be able to master the act of reading and listening, which is very important for your listening paper tests. And it helps you to have stories to tell in your speaking test. You're wondering how. And let me give you an instance. I have seen this movie, Lincoln Lawyer, and the new season was released right before my exam. And I was fascinated. I wanted to know, and I've been waiting. I decided to watch this movie. When I got to my speaking test, they asked me about a movie I watched. Guess what your guest spoke about? Lincoln Lawyer. And I was able to develop these things and all of that. It's helping you with two papers. In one, it helps you to have stories to tell. You'll be able to imagine. It's not just from the wild, it's from things you have seen. So if they ask you about your home, and maybe you just live in a basic house that you don't even like, rather than not having things to say, you can describe a home you saw in the movie. You get the point. So watch movies, put on the caption, ensure you are reading, you are watching. So it helps your attention span, it helps you to listen and read. Your listening test, you'll be amazed, especially during practice, how well you can do. Next is IELTS exam. I wrote in 2022 and in 2024. I will tell you this: 2024, the exam questions, the fonts were bolder in the question paper. It was a breeze reading it as compared to those practice that you will see in IELTS 11, IELTS 12, IELTS 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That is why I'm saying that there is no better time to write this exam than now, because the stories are, even according to my own exam, was, oh my gosh, I enjoyed reading it. It was bolder, clearer, and it just makes sense. If you've never studied for this exam, you've never read, you've never done anything, please register 3 months ahead. Like your exam date should be 3 months ahead. Now, giving yourself 3 months does not mean that you have all the time in the world. Nope. You need that 3 months to practice. Here is it. Watch IELTS J on YouTube, IELTS Lees on YouTube. There is one she did about all you need to know and all of that. That's IELTS Lees. After watching that, download these question papers. They are everywhere online. The 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Start practicing. When you fail, because there are different question types, you are going to look, which question type did I fail? Oh, multiple choice. Now go to IELTS. Watch on multiple choice. Try again. Next, oh, I failed map reading. Watch on map reading. That way, whatever question you're having issues with, you are practicing with it. Then for speaking, number one, you say why. They say, do you love your home? Yes, I love my home because it's spacious, it's this, it's that, da 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 da, it's designed according to my taste. Then you explain. I like the blue paint because blue is my favorite color and it just creates this free, breezy vibe. That's you explaining. You give example. Now, the ocean is blue, and my mentor, the one time I visited her house, it's painted blue, and the effect, it keeps my mind calm, and then you link it to home is supposed to be a peaceful abode, so it makes me feel peaceful. Who will fail you? In fact, you won't even, there are people that they are asked questions, they can't develop answers to these questions, and you are given 2 minutes to talk, you are done in 30 seconds. But if you have this why, explain, give examples, state the effect, and link. Exam is in November, 20th to 30th of September, writing task 1 and 2 practice. That's what I'm doing. 10 days, first to 10th of October, reading practice. 5 days, 11 to 16, listening practice, because that's always been my strength. 8 days, 17th to 24th of October, speaking practice. So that's my exam date is 24th of October. So 8 days to I am going to be practicing only speaking. Then why will I get to the or and not be able to answer when this is what I've been doing for 8 days? Then 24 to 29, intense practice. This is when you now take sick leave, exam leave, all type of leave, focus. So for speaking, what do I recommend? IELTS Liz on YouTube. IELTS Liz is a gem. Our page is old. You see videos of 10 years ago, very useful and relevant to date. Then for listening and reading, IELTS Liz as well. For writing, IELTS Liz guidelines are guidelines. The first thing when you're speaking, when you do well in your speaking, and you know that, oh, I aced this exam, trust me, when you go for your intense practice, is bomb, because you are like, I want to complete the good work I've started. So your speaking is very important. It gives you this confidence. This video is to tell you that you can do it. Another important thing is, while you are preparing for your exam, in that 3 months, you have to speak the way you speak in your exam hall. You have to use those vocabulary. So stop using one English in your vocabulary. You have to start using big grammars. Because if it is not part of you in that exam hall, I promise you, you cannot remember to start using which that you have not been using. So you have to start inculcating it into your vocab, your everyday vocab, because that's what they are going to tell. They will know if you are just throwing in the English or if it's going seamlessly. So you have to start changing words. I'm not comfortable. I feel stressed. Start using different words that tarried. There are some words that they have the same meaning, but they cannot apply in the same sentence. So this is why you need to start practicing. So you're speaking, you should start using big English. You should start answering well, speak English more often, practice with someone as well. All of this will help. Record yourself, listen to yourself. It can be hard to listen to yourself, but please do. It will help you. You will spot your mistakes. That kind of thing. Then for your reading, read books, read newspaper, read blogs. You know those CNBC, they will tell you link to article in bio. Go to that bio, read it, and then practice those questions. They help like wildfire. You need 3 months to practice. Watch YouTube videos, evaluate yourself. So when you practice, even though you feel like, oh, I didn't do well, and you get 28 over 40, it's okay. Practice, keep practicing. This is practice. You will not do better if you don't practice. So even if you watch all the videos online, you read all the information online, and you don't practice, you can't do it because you've not mastered it. Remember, you are working under pressure, you are working with limited time. So it has to be something you are used to so that your brain, your hand, your mind, everything is working. And please learn to concentrate. If you don't concentrate, especially in listening, you flop. And when you flop, in speaking is the first day, then listening, you have reading and writing. When you flop in listening, your mind is already distracted. If you don't help yourself, you may just fail everything. Not because you don't have the skills, but because you lost focus. Yes. So even when you are failing, keep practicing. If you've been practicing, you notice that you keep getting better. If you fail a particular part, go and learn about that question type. You have issues answering such question type. Then you see that you keep getting better, you keep getting better. And towards the end of that 3 months, you see yourself getting 38, 39, 40. Speak with the techniques that I have spoken about. Watch movies, turn on the caption, read alongside, write. Then there is a BBC podcast. I listen to it in my free time. When maybe I'm cooking, I'm doing this. I'm just hearing people speak with different accents. Get your ears familiar with this accent. Network with people, especially when you go for your speaking. You're going to meet people that are writing exam in this date and get their contact, talk. They are going to share tips that they know. This helped in my second test, tips that they know, some things that you are overlooking. You're going to get those information as well. So please, like, network with people, talk, practice. Don't get distracted and talking too much as compared to practice. On that exam day, you may not have enough time to practice. Be relaxed. Even if they break your heart, the only thing in your mind is your exam. Remember how much you've paid. There are some papers that you can ask for remark. For reading, you can't ask for remark because it's question, answer. The things you can ask for remark is your speaking and writing. So if your score is not desired in reading and in listening, there's no remark. But in your writing and speaking, you can ask for remark. I've asked for remark in my writing in my first paper and it came out positive. Note, you won't be allowed to write with pencil. You'll be allowed to write with black pen. Because if you're watching videos like IELTS, those old videos will be telling you pencil. In Nigeria, yeah, they don't allow pencil. You have to write with black pen. So in your practice, do not make the mistake of practicing with pencil. Practice with black pen. Because if you've practiced with pencil, where you can easily clean your mistake and write, when you get to the exam or and you're writing with pen, you can't cancel, and you're already subconsciously used to canceling, your paper will be rough. And because I think that was what happened to me in my writing, there was a lot of canceling. I didn't know when I got to the exam hall it was, oh, only black pen. And there was a lot of canceling, but when I asked for a mark, maybe they just overlooked the canceling and my score got better. And yes, they will refund you your money. So yes, 3 months is very important. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, do let me know. And please hit the subscribe button because this channel is all about inspiring, educating, and enlightening people. Ciao. Bye.